Hello everyone, welcome to Magickal Me. I'm Jamie Mendez, spiritual intuitive and oracle, here with my Moonday Oracle reading for the week. This reading is for the world as a collective, so everyone who seems to find themselves here listening to this reading, there's obviously a reason why you were brought here. I do believe in divine synchronicity, so nothing is coincidence. That means that there's something from this reading that you might need to hear at this time, something that you'll be able to benefit from or resonate with, okay? So I do these readings every Monday. That's why I refer to them as Moonday. Moonday is the ancient name. I'm outside today, obviously, as you all can see. So I'm going to apologize in advance for anything that I cannot control. Obviously, the bird I'm loving, and that's quite all right. But, you know, lawnmowers, dogs barking, things of that nature might happen today. So I needed to really do this reading outside today. I was really insistent, and I had to struggle around my yard to find the best place with the sun allowing me to see. So yes, so hey everybody, hey Freddie, hey Lynette, you beautiful lady, you, welcome. Leah, welcome, thanks for being here. Brenna, Tammy. So I am outside. I'm hoping that the connection stays decent and it allows me to get through everything, because I have a lot that I want to talk about today. Hi Sherry, welcome sweetheart, thank you for being here. So Moonday, for those of you just tuning into my page for the first time, well, welcome, and I hope that you enjoy your time here. Moonday is the ancient name for the word, or for the day of the week, Monday, and it's associated with obviously the planet, the moon, which is the divine feminine association. It's all about using your intuitive abilities, going within to see through the shadows. The moon is about illumination and revealing truth and things of that nature. So it's the perfect day for us to receive a little bit of divine guidance and information for our highest good. So again, this is a general reading. It's nothing very specific. I pull one card for guidance for everybody. So that means the world as a collective, as we are working together in unison as one. So while it might represent something a little different for each and every one of us, there's still something here for those of us who find themselves here that you can take away from this. All right. Hi, Jillian. It's been raining here all day. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. We've had a lot of rain this summer. It's been pretty consistent, but today it's absolutely gorgeous out. Beautiful breeze. It's not humid. So again, I had to make the best of it and get out here. Plus, I have some things that I want to talk a little bit about. I have some announcements, but before I get into it, I have to acknowledge this magnificent little being. I'm hoping that it respects my boundaries and stays where it is. But as I was trying to sit down here, I'm going to try to maneuver this, so I'm sorry if this falls. I hope it doesn't. There is, I don't know if you can see it, on the grass here, this little cicada. It's not little, it's actually huge. Cicada is kind of making its way slowly towards me. I didn't want to move it and be rude, because I'm going to respect it, and I know that it's obviously presenting itself for a good reason. I don't know if you could all see that clearly or not, but I'm hoping he doesn't get over here anytime soon, because if you see me jump up in the middle of the reading, you know why. But it's very interesting, because cicadas or cicadas are actually really interesting creatures, and we don't really pay a lot to them. We hear them all summer long. They're beautiful sound. But really what they represent is longevity. They are said to be, I believe, and Lynette, I think that you just recently shared something with us about that too. We were all talking about it the other day. They're said to be beings that they're like the longest living being, and they represent this rebirth or this transformational process, so that they, because they start out as this nymph, and they have to go through this whole like caterpillar butterfly metamorphosis in order to transcend and become, you know, into a higher version of themselves. And the sound is very specific, and it's interesting because I'm going to talk a little bit about sound and frequency today with all of you. So the sound is very, it's, you know, said to, you know, renowned, where, you know, musicians talk about the sound of the cicada. You know, it's very poetic, very musical, but music and frequency or sound is vibration, and it is very important to our well-being. Interestingly enough, the little cicada decided to join in to clarify or further confirm what I'm going to talk about today. So I'm going to get into that now. Hi, Michelle, welcome. Oh, well, perfect. Good. I'm glad that you're here then, sweetie. So before I get into the weekly moon day reading, I want to talk about what I'm offering for the month of September. So, you know, I love doing things differently. I always like to keep you guys on your toes and come out with something new all of the time. So for September and October, I want to do themes for the month, something different and mix it up a bit. So for September, I decided to come up with an offer for everyone where I'm going to offer my readings for $15 only. Okay, normally I offer my readings minimum $30 for a 30-minute reading, and then it gets to be a little bit more depending on, you know, the length of reading that you want. But I wanted to do it for September. I want to offer them for only $15 for anybody who is interested. I talked a little bit with two of my friends or soul sisters, Lindsay and Karen, and they wanted to team up with me. So three of us decided to team up and just do these readings together. It's going to be the three of us offering them. Now you can either allow yourself to be surprised at which oracle you get, or you can choose, this isn't the reading roulette. We still haven't decided to bring that back yet. It's a little different. Though it works very similar, I guess, but it's not live. We aren't doing anything live. Welcome, Lids. So it's just an offer that I'm putting out there for the entire month of September. So the readings will be $15. As soon as you sign up, you can either choose if you want to be read by me, Lindsay, or Karen, or you can just allow yourself to be surprised, and we will let you know which one you get teamed up with. And then with that said, and that's just a regular guidance reading, so whatever it is that you most want to know, you have a question, you need a little clarity in your life, our oracle readings will only be $15 for the month. Now, something special to go along with that, for anybody who does go ahead and decide to purchase a reading, you will get something free. So for this week, it's going to be something really interesting, something a little different. Lindsay had suggested working with trees, and how a lot of people really don't realize how important and magnificent the trees really are, and how if we just sit down and listen to them, we just connect with nature, it allows us to transcend our physical limitations and connect with something that's much deeper than we are, something that has really a lot to offer us to connect with nature spirits. But each tree also has something powerful that they are representative of, so something that they can bring to the table and bring to our life. So I have a new tree oracle deck coming tomorrow, so I'm really excited to work with it and use it for everyone. So anybody who purchases a $15 reading this week, you will get your own personalized tree message with the tree that most resonates with you at this time. That doesn't mean it's the only tree that you can connect with, and it doesn't matter if you don't have that sort of tree anywhere near you. Remember, it's all energetic. So it's about what the message is that you most need from the tree at this time, and it brings us into a little bit more of an expanded awareness to be able to connect with trees much more, to pay attention to the power and the magnificence that they have to offer us all by working with them, and it allows us to be able to understand that whole one consciousness a little bit better than what we ordinarily perceive it as when we start connecting with trees and nature. Okay. Hi, Leanne. Welcome, sweetie. Thank you for being here. So again, anybody who wants to participate, like I said, it's not the reading roulette. This is a little different. You know, the reading roulette, the girls and I will decide when we want to bring that back. But this is just, it's all month long, the $15. So for this week, when you purchase a $15 reading, you could choose to connect with, have either myself read with you, Lindsay read with you, or Karen read with you. And if you just want to be surprised, you can be surprised too. That's fine. Just message me and let me know. You can pay, just send the $15 by the book now, and it's at any time. So whenever you are ready to do that, when you want to, go ahead and just hit the book now button on top of my page. And this week will be the tree messages. But next week, it brings me into our little cicada friend here. We're going to do something a little differently. So those of you who don't know, one of my sisters, Karen, and myself actually work with vibrational tuning forks and sound therapy, or therapy using sound and frequency. Myself, I just kind of dabble. I use healing forks or tuning forks in my own personal healing sessions with people, with my clients, with myself, during my readings, during my meditations. I use them to clear out negative stagnant energy. I use them to And there goes the cicada making all kinds of noises over here. So I use the sound and the frequency to harmonize my own energetic field. I use it to harmonize my own energy. So like when I am feeling a little bit like maybe cluttered, like I need to clear out my energy field, I'll use the tuning forks for that. And I'm going to give you a little sample today. So if you're not familiar, you're going to get to hear it. But my sister Karen, she actually is certified in working with vibrational tuning forks, and she uses many different sets. I only have one set so far. I have another set coming, but she uses many different sets to actually attune people's bodies and work with these frequencies. And there are many different ones. Like I said, there are planetary ones, there are ohm ones, each connected with a different chakra system in your body. They are to align you mind, body, and spirit. They also harmonize your biomagnetic field, or your biochemistry field, I'm sorry, and they bring you into a state of grounding, a state of peace, stress relief. It's like Reiki energy, but it's a little different than that, whereas Reiki uses the light. These tuning forks actually use frequency and sound to harmonize. And so I thought it was actually perfect that cicada showed up when it did, because it's right in tune with what we're talking about here. So I'm going to give you all a little sample, because what she's going to be offering, so for the little freebie, for anybody who makes that $15 purchase next week, for her little freebie, she's going to record something very special and put it onto an audio track or an MP3 track, so that it can just get sent over to you, and you can use it during your meditation. You could use it to lay down. It will, number one, stress relief. Number two, it will help to harmonize your own energy that you have going on. It will help to ground your energy. It will help to clear out any stagnant energy that you might have going on. Negative energy, it's going to help to clear that out as well. I use my tuning forks on my crystals. I use them on my Oracle card decks to clean everything out. So there is no end to what the tuning forks can do. Hi, Lynn. Welcome, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. So then every week, like every Monday, there will be something new for the freebie for that week to go with anybody who makes a purchase of an Oracle card reading for the month of September. All right, so now for the fun stuff, I'm going to give you a little sample, if you can already hear that. And I'm sorry, you might want to back away from your speakers a little bit, because it could be loud, okay? So I have three. I work with the angel tuning forks, and these ones are just what I use to open up when I work during healing sessions. They align us, or bring in, or open us up, I should say. Open us up to the angelic realm. They are very connected to the angels, and I use them for my crystals. So it's automatic. As soon as you hear it, it's automatic. The chills, the vibration. Take a deep breath in as you hear it. Hi, Karen. So again, she's going to record a little track together, because she has many, many more forks than I do. And she's going to put a little something together for healing for anybody who decides to purchase a reading next week. But we'll be offering it more than 1 week this month. But again, this week the freebie is going to be your tree messenger and guidance that comes through. So one last time. Take a deep breath in. Yes, tuning forks, they're amazing. I love these. I do not leave home without them anymore. All right, so that said, I'm going to hope my husband doesn't come home on his four-wheeler as I'm outside and make it ridiculously unbearable to hear me. And I'm gonna get into our reading. So, I got a new deck this week. Yes, that's 2 new decks this week. I got another new deck, and I love this deck. I've been waiting to get my hands on it, and I finally got it. It was a gift, and it is the Sacred Rebels Oracle by Elena Fairchild. So this is a really, really potent deck, and it's not your average deck. It's definitely for higher messages. You can use it for whatever, whatever you feel inclined to use it for. But to me, I feel like this is one that is, comes in to bring potent messages, not just of your everyday life. I think it's more, helping you to expand in consciousness, if you will. It's a potent one. So, all right, so let's see what guidance comes forward for the world as a collective for this week, August 28th. So I'm going to keep that one out, but I'm going to pull another one to go along with it. Ooh, okay, so it's a number 8. Number 8 is all about karmic debt, karmic cycles, and release, but it's also about strength and courage. For any of you who have ever worked with tarot, in the tarot decks, in the major arcana, the number 8 card is actually known as the strength card. It's often represented by a lion. So it's all about having strength, overcoming, and having that, dig deep within to pull out that inner courage and muster all your strength and courage. But it's also, an 8 is connected to career and finances as well. So this says, be the hunter. I don't know how well you can see with this beautiful ray of light coming in. Be the hunter, not the hunted. And I'm going to show you the other card that flipped out of the deck, and then I'll give you the message. It's a 35, so it numerically also works out to another 8. So now we've got an 88. So that's master number status right there. That is heightened power of the number 8. And it says conscious connections. It's a very interesting card, a lot of symbolism here. And I love that I've got the koi fish going on over there in the corner. Okay, so these two cards together, what I'm feeling, first of all, be the hunted, not the hunted. Be the hunter, not the hunted. This makes me really feel about taking back your power. So I feel like the 8 is resonating with that, summoning your inner strength this week and your courage to overcome any challenges or limitations previously set before you. This is a time of rebirth, of new awakening. And in that rebirth period, we could feel very unfamiliar. We could feel like a toddler with new little legs when we're trying to walk, and feel very wobbly and shaky and not very familiar in the territory around us. It is all very new. And when that comes up, it brings in or has the potential to elicit fear within us. And we might feel like we are not qualified, we're not capable, but that's just the fear talking. Fear is really just an illusion. And if you follow me and you follow my work, you know I talk about that a lot. Fear is an illusion, and it will keep you back. It will only keep you from greatness. There is nothing good that will ever come from those fears or owning those fears. So this week is about summoning your courage, using that courage to overcome. This is about, and I can hear the four-wheelers right now, so I'm going to apologize in advance and give them a second to come in. Well, I don't want to talk and try to talk over it. You're not going to be able to hear it, so I'm very sorry. He's driving by really slow, looking at me like, uh-oh, she's still outside. So he's gonna go around the block, I think. I'm very sorry. Be the hunted. What does that mean? Be the hunter, not the hunted. That means don't allow things to just happen to you. Don't sit around and just wait for something to be, for yourself to be overcome by difficulty and overwrought with challenge. This is about you being the aggressor this time. Not in a negative way, please don't misunderstand me. In a way that enables you to take your power into your own hands and be strong and overcome, like I'm gonna try to overcome the loud, obnoxious noise of my husband's four-wheelers right now. It's all real, people. It's real life. All right. So, taking your power into your own hands. Don't wait around for life to happen to you. Make it happen. You have the potential. You are a co-creator. You hear me talk about that all the time. You have the power to attract to you what you absolutely want to see happen in your life. Go out and get it. This is about making it happen, okay? That conscious connections card that comes up really just makes me feel like you have what you want is already out there looking for you. The connections that you feel like you need, okay, because they're showing me a scenario. So let me give you an example, okay? They're showing me a scenario like, I want to go out and do this, but who is going to fund this for me? Or who is going to take me seriously and, you know, bring me on? Let's say you, for example, like writing a book. Okay, so I want to write a book. I want to be published. I want to get my message out there. But who is going to take me seriously? Who wants to hear what I have to say? Who is going to want to take a risk and publish my work and publish me? That's the perfect example of what I'm talking about. It doesn't have to be a book. It could be anything at all. But it's the connections that you think you don't have just because you're not aware of them. They already exist out there. And it's just like that great big web of life that we have, where there's these many strands that are in our web. And it's just all a matter of waiting for it to be drawn into us or attracted to us. So this is just conscious connections, meaning that just be aware that what you want is already there. Who you think you need in your path, or the connections that you need to get from point A to point B, is already there. There's this concept of what you want is already seeking you. Isn't that mind-blowing? What you want to see in your life is already out here looking for you as well. When you embrace that consciousness, it makes it much more easier to understand or to see the bigger picture, to step out of that fear of what if it doesn't? What if it does? So that's what this message is about this week. It's about trudging forward fearlessly. It's about summoning all of your strength and your courage and your power, finding your power to go out and make the life that you want, not sitting back and allowing life to happen or waiting for life to happen. It's not going to. There's a valuable lesson in being a human, and it's about learning to come into your power. And that is by taking life into your own hands and creating what you want out of nothing. It's exactly the whole process of life, isn't it? We came from the great void. Something was created out of nothing. And from that nothing is everything. And from that everything, we return back to nothing. So, very deep message, but I didn't expect it to be anything less. So, listen to the messages this week. Remember to have that powerful fire and strength, and summon your inner courage, and by all means, take what you want. Go after what you want and make it happen. Okay? All right, everybody, that is our message for the week. I hope that you enjoyed it. So obviously, I'm going to pull a Mudra card for the week, because what better to wrap up this reading for the week than to have another possibility of taking our power into our own hands, or another tool in our arsenal to take back our own power. Something that we can do all by ourselves, that we don't need to wait around for anybody else to give us our power. We have the power within, all right? So, for that part of this reading, I'm actually working with the mudras for Awakening the Energy Body deck. And this is by this deck is by Alison D. Nicola, but it doesn't have just mudras in it. It also has chakra cards in it. So it's a really great deck for those of you who want to work on awakening chakras, clearing out energy blocks, or tapping into something that you might need more, bringing energy into your certain parts of your body, or within your entire energy body. It's really about using ancient Tibetan hand movements that, combined with breath work, you can channel energy for a purpose, to release a block, to awaken something, to step into enlightenment, to clear or heal some physical ailments you may have going on. There is no limit to what these mudras can assist with. And when you know that there is a chakra that you might need to pay attention to what you have going on, or something going on with that, it brings awareness so that you can fix it. Without awareness, how can you fix it, right? So this deck is great for that. All right, so let's see which mudra wishes to come out for us to work with this week in combination with this week's message. Ooh, perfect. I don't know if you can see it with this lovely ray of lights we have coming in here, but it's liberation. It's exactly what we need. A liberation from the fears and the self-doubt and the self-ridicule, so that we can step into that power and summon that fire and go out and get what we want. So it is liberation. And it's called, sorry, there's gnats going on out here. It's called the Bhairava Mudra. All right, and it's pretty easy, this one. Got a simple one for today, but that doesn't lack in potency. It assists with unity, freedom, and liberation. It assists all the systems of the body, supports inner stillness and courage, and releases fears. So your instructions, how we do this. You're going to rest the left hand on your lap. Okay, but I'm going to hold it up here so you can see. Left hand on your lap facing upward. Lay the right hand over the left palm facing up. So both, obviously, so left under, right over. Both palms facing up. You're going to put them on your lap. Allow your thumbs to touch. See how my thumbs are touching? And relax your shoulders down. Don't have them up here. You want to have them nice and relaxed. Straighten your spine. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And release by blowing the breath out of your mouth. Focusing your energy into your hands or down at the areas. As this one doesn't need any particular place, it moves through your entire body. One more deep breath in through your nose. Release. Last time. In through your nose. And release. End state. I honor the innate union of consciousness and bliss. One more time. I honor the innate union of consciousness and bliss. I honor the innate union of consciousness and bliss. And so it is. All right, everybody. That is our mudra and our Moonday reading for this week. I hope that you all enjoyed it and that you can take something away from it. I won't be doing a one-card pull for anybody right now, as we are doing a lot of offers this month. Definitely go back and check out the messages from the beginning to hear about that special offer that I'm doing for the month of September and how you yourself can get your very own recorded tuning fork sound meditation and some other wonderful freebies that we're going to be doing all month long. So pay attention, follow the posts, check it out. If you have questions, message me and I will get back to you. Let's see if I missed any comments. I definitely don't want to be missing anything that anybody says. Oh, Lynn, that's fantastic. I'm so glad that's what you needed to hear, love. Blessings to you and much luck. Robin says, talk to me, girl. I so need this. Good for you, sweetie. Take back that power. Welcome, Lori. Hi, Teresa. So glad you made it. Hi, Lisa. All right. Laura says, this whole month I felt like it's the idea of the student becoming the teacher and stepping into our power. Absolutely, Laura. That's a fantastic way to put it, as that's a constant cycle. We are the student and then we overcome into the teacher. But then, just like the wheel of fortune always has to turn, we move back down into becoming the student once again. So it's a constant work in progress. So just remember that. Constantly move up into your power and then be ready to learn something new again, all over again, okay? You're so welcome, Jillian, Sherry. Yep, same exact way, sweetheart, just like last time. You have any questions, feel free to let me know, okay? Lynette, love, you're so welcome. All right, everybody, have a blessed week. I can't wait to see you all back here on Fortune Friday. Bye-bye.